Everyone procrastinates to some degree, but research is showing that 20% of Americans are chronic procrastinators. Before bariatric surgery, were we not masters of procrastination? Surgery is just one tool. It's time to put the other tools in the toolbox because it's your body, your health, your life. We delay taking action at home, at school, in our relationships, and of course, in our health. Stress, depression, and even weight gain, to name a few, are products of procrastination. It steals our time, our energy, our mental focus, and it just keeps us stuck. We are so familiar with our notification sounds like, oh, there is a text. Oh, there's a notification. Oh, there's an email, a tweet, or a message. A study showed that about 10% of our time is distracted with these external triggers. The fascinating thing is that the other 90% is our internal triggers. We are checking due to what's happening internally for us. The internal triggers are uncomfortable emotional states that is trying to get us away from being uncomfortable. It's avoiding discomfort. Be honest with yourself. Is that you? Let me know in the comments below. For example, maybe it's loneliness. We check Facebook. Maybe we're craving attention. We scroll through Instagram. Maybe we're uncertain about something. We Google it. And of course, when we're bored, there's lots of options. We binge it, like Netflix, Hulu, all the other apps out there that can give us hours and hours of distraction. And even, yes, YouTube. Sounds like a lot of excuses, but they're just little subconscious stories we tell ourselves constantly to keep us from starting something. Now, if we really are honest with ourselves and ask ourselves and really look at what we're doing, we will probably see patterns: the why, the when, and the how. What areas in your life do you procrastinate? The payoff is we stay comfortable. The cost is we stay unchanged. The thing is, we have the time. It's just something else is driving us. So let's take a deeper look at all our procrastination triggers. Number one are fear blocks. Our fear blocks are a form of protection. We're either scared or fearful of failure, which makes sense, or believe it or not, some of us have a fear of success. Fear of failure. Will that work for me? It is a limiting belief. If we don't get started, then we don't have to worry about failing at it. For some of us, it's safer to not take action because the worst case scenario is that we give 100% and we still fail. Fear of success. What if it does work? That might include changing our identity. It's about dealing with the unknown. We're so used to struggling and failing. For some of us as bariatric patients, we haven't even seen ourselves this way. Another procrastination trigger is perfectionism. Perfectionism, we rationally know, is a myth. You can never be perfect. No one is perfect at anything. We don't want to be perfect at anything. It is a true myth, but so many of us, I know this is mine, I still have to work at it this day, is that all or nothing kind of feeling, that perfectionism. If I don't do it, if I can't do it perfectly, I'm not going to do it at all. Life is about the gray areas. It's about focusing on the good enough. It is good enough. Self sabotage is really just resistance. It's our unconscious mind proving to ourselves that we were right all along. We couldn't do it. So we self sabotage. Self sabotage, if we're proving to ourselves we can't even do it, why even start? Overwhelm. There's so many things to do. Overwhelm happens when where we are and where we want to be is so far apart. It's that big gap. We want to be there faster, quicker, immediately. Do we think about some phases of our weight loss journey like this? We want it instantly. We know where we are and we want to be there fast, furious. So we don't even do the things that we're supposed to do to slowly and surely get there. And then one of the last procrastination triggers is exhaustion. It's kind of a little bit different than the other triggers because really it's about asking, are you procrastinating or are you just plain full on exhausted? In this case, we might just have to take a little break. So let's talk about some secrets on how to address our procrastination. We have to address the emotional triggers. We have to do the work. The only way to get through procrastination is that we have to realize we have to do the work. We have to show up for ourselves. Another way is to start a procrastination log. Write it down. What's happening right now? What emotions are you sensing or feeling as you're trying to start something? What are you scared of? And then really try to look at any patterns. So, this is something you could do for a few days or a week. If you feel like you're kind of in a procrastination cycle, write everything down. Write your feelings, your fears. What are you scared of? What are you doing at the time? And then kind of look at patterns. Are any of those procrastination triggers we just talked about, is that something that's going on for you? Be self-aware, show up for yourself. Sometimes it's as easy as prioritizing tasks. Set little mini goals to get things done. Don't look at the big, overwhelming goals. Set little mini tasks, mini goals to eventually get to the bigger goals. Consistency is always the key to getting to the bigger goal. Little achievements accumulate over time. So, if we think about our weight loss journey specifically, slow and steady will always equal to big, amazing goals. Try brainstorming all the things you have done right in your weight loss journey. Look at your strengths. If you can't do this for yourself, then ask the people that surround and support you, that love you, ask them for your strengths. A little bit of self love can go a long way. Another thing about procrastination is this might sound harsh, but stop thinking about yourself so darn much. Just be accountable. Step up and do the right thing for yourself, your family, and your future. If you really are burnt out, then you need to take a step back and really take the time to take care of yourself. This also might include you asking for additional help with your loved ones, additional help professionally, additional help from others that have maybe walked the path before you. The reality is you just have to commit, plan, and follow through. Do it even if you don't feel like doing it. That is what life is about sometimes. Sometimes we have to do the things we don't feel like doing, but we have to do it anyways. Are you just kind of waiting for motivation? The secret is we feel motivation after we take action. To have real change, we have to step up to the unknown. We have to face the unknown. The other secret is we can't change without feeling uncomfortable. To be able to change, you have to get out of your comfort zone. Try focusing on one area, not 10 areas. Do one thing really well. Commit to yourself. Tell yourself you're going to improve 1% better the next time. It's the only way we will change. And then we just simply rinse and repeat. One of the strategies that I use is called the 15-minute rule. So the first 15 minutes, be it if I start a new task, something new, a new project, or something that I want to try, is that the first 15 minutes, I have to step up, take action. Now, I don't tell myself no, I just say not yet. So after 15 minutes, that's when I can reevaluate and I can decide, do I want to stop or I want to continue? And 9 out of 10 times after the 15 minutes, if I tell myself not yet, I usually continue. It's that first 15 minutes that kind of keeps us from moving forward. To really be the new you and to really have long term success in our weight loss journey, is we have to be able to deal with procrastination. Yes, yes, I heard you. How do I set goals? Well, I got you. Watch this next video on setting goals, not resolutions.